All right. Take it away, Sarah.
Welcome back, everybody. We are at our interview block right now. And with me, I have DylanJayFox, crazytonedog, a Phantom5800, and RazorDak here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Dylan.
Hello, my name is crazytonedog.
And I am Phantom5800.
And I am RazorDak. Hello.
And it's great to have you guys here. So I am going to drill you guys. You're going to be scared. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions. And we're going to dig deep into the psyche of speedrunners. Are you guys ready?
It's a scary place.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get started with this. All right. So just starting here at the top, we're going to go down the line here. So my first question, and we're just going to go in the order here as it's listed on our little screen here. So starting with you, Dylan, what game got you into speedrunning?
In terms of watching it, I actually started by watching Crash Team Racing by a guy named HypnoShark. If you guys have ever seen him around, he's currently the world record holder for that game's 8%. It's 101%. That's where I kind of started watching it. But when I started playing it, I started with Spyro, which is a series I'm going to be running later in the night. I started with the Reignited trilogy, so the remasters. It's a very punishing category I started with, but it's what made me kind of enjoy speedrunning, right? You have all these cool glitches in Spyro 2 Reignited that you utilize to kind of get through the category. And that category, oddly enough, is the kind of remade category, in a way, of the one I'm going to be running tonight, which is 14 Talisman, which is the most equatable thing that the original game has to Spyro 2 8% and the Reignited trilogy. So that's more or less where I started.
All right, crazy. Same question to you.
So I started with Simpsons Hit and Run. I was watching Liquid Wi-Fi beforehand for quite some time. I played the game casually again in 2019, but then in June 2020, I just shot up the game, did my first run of it, and actually got a pretty good time for a first run. I believe it was like a 2:43.59, which is not bad at all for a first run. And I absolutely fell in love after. Like a month later, I started running it more, and then like in September, I really got addicted, and like I was PBing like every day. It was crazy. They called me Crazy PB Dog because I was just PBing every day and just improving my time. I've been addicted ever since. I've still run that game. I am still in love with Simpsons Hit and Run, but I definitely have picking up a lot of other games as well.
Okay, Phantom, same question to you.
Back in the day, I watched a lot of Pokemon Red and Blue. But the first game that I speedran was actually Super Mario 3D World, which I don't do much of anymore, mostly RPGs, but that's kind of what got me started.
Awesome. And RazorDak, question to you.
Well, so actually at the start of the pandemic, I started working from home. And since I was now working from home, I would just like pull up YouTube on my second monitor while working. And I just wanted to watch some Resident Evil. And I actually stumbled across Carcinogen SDA's YouTube. And I'm like, oh, I'll check this out. And all he did was like all he ever did was a speedrun RE2 remake. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I ended up watching like tons of videos and got me really interested. So I actually started speedrunning RE2 remake. Got a pretty good time for Leon A standard with a sub 1 hour before I started like trying other Resident Evils. But that's what got me interested though. Just the whole concept of like basically conquering this game that used to scare me when I was a little kid. Because I've been into Resident Evil since RE1 in 1996, and it was just always such a scary game. But being able to speedrun it just feels like you're conquering this terrifying game, and it's not that scary anymore, and I just love it.
Fantastic. So we got a nice breadth of retro, horror, RPG, kind of, your mainstream games here. I love it. All right, so back up to the top here. We had a new question. I'm going to start again over with you, Dylan. What is your favorite game out of your repertoire to speedrun?
Absolute favorite to speedrun. That's a tough one because I think as speedrunners often I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I often grow jaded at the games as I run them for longer. You know, you have those sessions where it's like, oh, I love this. This is great. And then you have that one day where it's like, oh no, why am I still playing this? If I'm to answer honestly, it's probably my favorite casual game from the Spyro series as well. But Spyro Year of the Dragon, the third game, we actually saw Jeremy Thompson, the current world record holder for the category. I really enjoy Spyro 3 any percent. It's just so cool. It's full of like every bell and whistle you can have in a speedrun, with proxies, with cool out of bounds, with cool swim and air glitches. In terms of Spyro speedrunning, it really like has it all. The only thing you don't do is collect gems, which is a thing I don't like to do. So that's pretty fun to me. Second place probably goes to like Call of Duty Zombie speedruns. It's kind of a weird thing I like to do every once in a while. They're really chill and they're a really cool like detox. But just in general, I like probably Spyro more.
Excellent. Okay, same question to you, Crazy.
I think it's pretty easily The Simpsons in a run because there's just so much to do. Because I've ran every single main category and category extension, including all the console for the main category. There's just so many like fun little categories, you can never get enough. And there's mods for the game too, and there's a randomizer. There's so much content still being made for it. And of course, it's the first game that I got into. But if I also had to pick a second favorite, Simpsons Game DS is also really well, which is the first game I actually ran at FTLG Marathon during the first event.
Excellent. And Phantom, to you.
Kind of on the same boat as Dylan. I get a little jaded sometimes with some of these games, but an absolute favorite, probably Paper Mario. It's just glitchless Paper Mario is just so fun to me. It's so good. The movement is really satisfying. But then Mega Man Battle Network, which I'm running in a few hours, is probably number 2, just as like sometimes Paper Mario gets a little bit too what's the word? Stressful, I guess.
Yeah.
So Battle Network is a good way to cleanse that.
Excellent. And RazorDak, I know you said you're newer to the speedrunning community, but is Resident Evil 2 your favorite, or is there another one you like to speedrun?
Well, so yeah, I am definitely pretty new to the speedrunning in general, so my repertoire is kind of small. I've mostly run RE2 Remake, a little bit of RE3 Remake, then Resident Evil 1 OG, Resident Evil 2 OG, and then Resident Evil 1 Remake, but I couldn't agree with
great huge
DylanJayFox
category.
anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I kind of jumped through them, but I've seriously run RE2 Remake and RE1 OG. I couldn't agree with DylanJayFox anymore. Like, I really enjoy speedrunning RE1 OG, but the category I picked without realizing how much of a pain it was like such a mistake. So like, I love it, but there's times I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Right now, I'd say probably Resident Evil 2 OG. Resident Evil 1 OG is my favorite to run, but it can also be the most frustrating thing in the world.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. So looking ahead into the future, is there a game you wish or want to learn to speedrun that you just haven't started yet, or you've been eyeballing or wanting to learn? So to you first, Dylan.
That is a loaded question because
I know it's a loaded question, but we all want to know. Like,
tell you the truth, there are too many games that I want to speedrun. I believe somebody mentioned earlier Pokemon. Well, I'll go with Pokemon here because Pokemon in general, I'm not gonna give you a specific game. It probably would be Heart Gold, Soul Silver because they're just kind of the best Pokemon games. Let's be honest. That might be a controversial opinion, but I love that run. I love the different battles. I love how it ends on probably the most climactic battle in the entire series. There's a lot of cool skips in the glitch categories and even in the glitches categories. So probably for me, it would end up being Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Excellent. Okay. Crazy. It's you. Game you want to learn? Wish you knew how to run?
Me as well. I want to learn so many different games, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably just like pick up Mario Kart Wii. Probably it's probably my favorite Mario Kart. Probably will learn that very soon since I have it. I was pretty good at Mario Kart as a kid, like really good. Like I was like a tryhard, but there's so many different games I want to try. Mario Galaxy, any general racing game. I've been doing a lot of new runs of different games like I haven't even heard of until I got it. So I'm just trying to speedrun everything, but maybe I'll do Mario Kart Wii soon.
I hope you guys in chat are taking notes of these so you can keep these guys accountable, okay? Yeah, Phantom, to you.
I can't really say one. I'll do you, but I'll say two. There are two
That's
games
great.
that I'm looking at right now that are probably closer than anything else, and that's Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure.
Wow, that's a
and
cool one.
Poke Solid, the Twin Snakes.
Ah, so we're going with the GameCube version.
Yep.
Nice. And RazorDak, to you.
Well, so that is an interesting question. I feel like I'm always like seeing new games that I never even thought could be speedrun. Like seeing The Simpsons being speedrun earlier, I was like, that's interesting. I never thought about a game like that. But a game that I would definitely like to learn how to speedrun would probably be Zelda Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Just a game that I've always loved since I was so young when that game first came out, and I would love to just speedrun it just to see what that's like, because the concept of speedrunning a Zelda game, like in my mind, doesn't even make sense. So I just like love to see how people do it.
Absolutely. The Zelda speedrunning community is a lot of fun, and they're definitely great speedruns to watch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I noticed that SGDQ just released their event list, and this always brings up in my mind what kind of games do you guys enjoy watching at events? So I know, like, there's a lot of games that speedrunners play themselves, but on the flip side, sometimes you just enjoy watching something completely different than what you play yourself. So at a speedrunning event, like, what game would you ideally want to watch? Like, if you could pick any game to get into a speedrunning event that you want to watch, not play, but watch, what game would it be?
That's another interesting one. I tend to lean really heavily towards platformers in terms of what I really like watching, because I just think they take like a lot of cool technical skill. Not to say other games don't, but like they're what I can like visually appreciate and like see. So like things like that I don't play are like Banjo, Crash, things in like that line. I also really like kind of more collectathon style games. Even if I don't really know what's going on, if there's like a lot of cool things I can see on screen, like I've played Devil May Cry games, right? I really like Devil May Cry speedruns because I have no idea what's going on half the time or what they're meant to do. So that's kind of where I'm at with like what I enjoy watching mostly.
Well, the waifu got Devil May Cry on, so you do get to watch that one coming up in a larger speedrun.
Ooh,
I'm crazy. To you, what do you want to watch?
That is a very excellent question, because I feel like I can watch basically almost anything, but I would agree with the platforming. Platforming is very impressive, but that's a really tricky question. Definitely, I am more keen to watch games I run or I am very familiar with, but I still watch games I have no idea what's happening. It's just always a good experience. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like a game that I would not want to watch. Well,
Absolutely.
I guess there's a few.
Oh, what are we shit posting? Do tell.
I wouldn't want to watch like a 10-hour category where you just drive back and forth. I run one of those games. Well, I've done 3 runs with it.
Fair enough. And Phantom, to you?
Gonna jump on the platforming train and say I will always watch SM64 and Sunshine.
let's go. I'm hyping for that. That's good.
Excellent. RazorDak.
I feel like I'm gonna be the most boring one out of all of here. I really love watching people speedrun games that I am also speedrunning, because I just love to see like how they handle stuff that I also deal with. or you know, just to see how they do it as well. You know, be like maybe they do something a little bit different, or to see if they get like frustrated or aggravated at the same spot that I do. So like I just really love that. So like, you know, RE2 Remake is easily probably the most popular Resident Evil to speedrun right now, and I feel like I'm always watching other streamers speedrun it, and I just like, even though I'm not actively speedrunning that game, I remember when I was speedrunning it before I moved on, and I just like to, I know what I think they should be doing, and when they do something else, I'm like trying to figure out why, or what did they do differently. So I would say definitely like RE2 Remake, or just most Resident Evil games in general, because I have a pretty good sense of what they probably should be doing, and I just like seeing how they approach it differently, or if they do the same thing as I do, then I'm like, oh, I'm probably doing it right, or I'm not doing it right. Why are they doing it differently than me? What am I doing wrong?
Excellent. And for the love of gaming and other speedruns, you know, like ESA, GDQ, No Reset, we're always looking for great charities to become a part of and partner up with. If you guys could pick any charity to support for a speedrunning event, what charity, or you don't have to pick like a specific charity, but even just like a cause, what cause is important to you as a speedrunner to support? Dylan, to you. Because that's important to us as organizations, because we're always looking for new organizations to reach out to.
Yeah. I can't blame you for that. That's that is something to like kind of figure out from like that perspective. You never really think about how that goes into, but my answer in short is just the Alzheimer's Association. I've always had an affinity towards like that cause in particular. Not gonna go too in depth, but I've had members of my family suffer from Alzheimer's, and it is a brutal disease, and I personally would like to find a cure, you know, using whatever methods we have, be it speedrunning, be it any other way to support it, or find a way to support it.
Excellent. And Crazy, to you.
I don't really have like a specific charity, but anything to do with like helping children, I'm all about.
Any children organizations. Awesome. And Phantom, to you.
One that I have donated to multiple times, and I've actually run events to support them as well, is the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Research and just preventative and also like assistance with people that have ALS or other similar diseases.
Excellent. And RazorDak, to you.
Well, so in my professional life, off stream, I actually work in a long-term disability. So like I just actively see all day people with these horrible, debilitating diseases, and like I don't have one that like jumps out to me the most, where I'm like I would like to support that more, but like I have like this empathy towards people dealing with just horrible diseases and conditions. So that's partially why I wanted to get involved in stuff like this. If I had to pick like something specific, I would probably have to say Alzheimer's, because my father's sister is actually just like within the past year got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and it's like progressing really fast. And it's like so heartbreaking to like see. So I definitely, if I had to lean towards one thing, it'd probably be Alzheimer's. But really, any good causes, I'm down for. I donated to the Game for Love. I think the whole concept of all this stuff is just like really cool and just like a really good thing. But if I had to pick like a condition, you know, Alzheimer's would probably be a pretty important one. But where do you really draw the line, right?
Yeah, there's so many amazing causes out there, and I think that's one thing that I love personally about the speedrunning community, is that not only do they have this drive and passion to, you know, find new tricks, become the, you know, master a game in just various and unique ways, but then they also turn around and they use it for good. And it's a great way to showcase that, you know, we're not just these gamers that sit in our basement and play video games, because like that's, you know, honestly what, you know, there's still that stigma attached to it, but that we are gamers here promoting charities and showcasing our abilities and our talents for the benefit of others. And that's why For the Love of Gaming really appreciates all of these speedrunners coming out and taking time out of their days and their weekends to showcase their talent for all of these causes. So I thank you again to all of you guys for coming out and like doing what you do and providing this kind of entertainment for a great cause, and everybody here sitting in chat, you know, participating and donating for these amazing causes. So now I've got some more personal questions for you guys. Are you ready?
Here it is.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Yeah. So I really want to know, and the burning question here from all of us in chat is, do you put pineapple on your pizza?
Oh
Yeah.
no, this is a trick.
I
It's
always
a trap.
do. I always
Yeah.
do.
Absolutely.
I put a whole pineapple every time.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah.
pineapple, unpeeled.
Like, I'm unpeeled. I want the spikes because I want it to hurt.
Yeah.
You're a
Crazy.
masochist.
Do you put pineapple on your pizza?
I do not, but I don't hate people who do it. You do you?
Yeah. Phantom, do you?
Yep.
Yes.
Very often.
Yeah. Razor.
If you try to hand me a pizza with pineapple, I'll slap it out of your hand.
Okay, so for everyone except for RazorDak, we're just gonna like put you on the side. Do you put your pineapple upside down on your pizza?
Put it any way it'll fit on the slice, preferably.
Anybody
Anyway,
in chat catch my reference?
wait.
That's okay.
Pineapple.
Plead the fifth. Oh, don't answer. It's a trick.
It's a trick question. That's all right. Well, on to the next one. All right. So the next question.
Tigron, yes.
All right. So I asked this in my last interview slot, and I think we have a crazy. If you could give me thumbs up, or Rainier, if we give me thumbs up, I have a few minutes left. You are stuck in a survival horror game. RazorDak, this is gonna be an easy answer for you, I'm pretty sure, but like Crazy, Dylan, and Phantom, if you're not familiar with survival horror games, because I am a survival horror player, so I'm gonna ask you this. You're stuck in a survival horror game and you only have one item in your inventory. What is it?
It's a microphone to call for help. To scream for help, even. Rally the people. The only way humanity survives an apocalypse is together.
You're screaming while you're surrounded in a survival horror game.
Yeah,
Possibly by zombies or things that are going to munch you.
Listen, I'll hit him with a Canadian destroyer, super kick. I'll go for it all. But if I have a microphone, I feel like I got an A.
Okay. That's definitely a new one for me. All right, Crazy. What's your item?
I'm just gonna get one giant tub of water because I drink a lot of water, and I don't know if the water's gonna be infected or not. So, you need water first. You're gonna die from no water. You don't need food.
Okay, so
Water's
you've got like a
first.
flask of unending water for all of us D&D nerds in here. Okay. Okay, Phantom, what's your one item?
I'm gonna go with a katana. They're pretty sharp, and I've seen them cut through zombies.
Yeah, I like this. So you're going all, ham out there. You're balls to the wall, like gonna go hack and slash your way through it. I like this. RazorDak.
No need for ammo.
No need for ammo. Melee all the way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is so easy. I just need a knife. I'll just knife, pause, cancel all the zombie, then run away.
And that is
Easy.
a true speed run tactic right there. Knife only strat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Knife, pause, cancel, walk right by. I'm good. They don't even know
Yeah.
what hit them. They're still over there like, wait a second. He was just here. And I'm just already in the other side. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Let me check my time, make sure we're not gonna run over for Charlie's next run coming up. I think we're actually right on schedule. All right, so I have a question now for you guys. And this is not a trick question. This is for a bonus. If you can figure this out, I will donate $50 to For the Love of Gaming. And this is a collective.
All right, team,
for you
we got
guys.
this.
All right, and I've got you on a minute timer here. All right, I've got a minute timer up. What was SerAvium's first speedrun?
Speedrun.com. Speedrun.com. Is it Viviette?
Oh, you guys got it!
Oh!
Congratulations!
23-28. Look at you.
Ooh,
go.
look
What
at you
even
with
is
that 7th
game?
place.
Well, I used to be in 4th, and then everybody found out about it, and then it all goes downhill from there. But anyway, congratulations!
Ooh, I've
They
seen this
copied
game
and
before. This
perfected
game
your
is sick.
strats.
Yeah, you guys should go check out Viviette. It is a game that is like a 16-bit pixelated horror game with some amazing RNG, either on a PC or Switch. Once you get a seed, the seed stays the same as long as you don't save over that seed. So, yeah, pretty fun.
We'll do
game.
that and push her down to 15th place.
Yeah, why don't you guys like knock me down? And it'll be a lot of fun. My second and only other speed run was just a shit post. So anyway, yeah, there we go. Well, thank you guys. Let's get everybody. If we can get crazy, if we can get everybody their links posted in the chat. crazytonedog, DylanJayFox, Phantom5800 and RazorDak's links there in the chat, guys. Go check them out. They've been a great sport through this interview block, putting up with my shit. And again, thank you to all the participants today. Thank you guys for the speedrunners. That is my last part of the block. We are going to be heading over, and I'm going to be handing over the reins to Rainier, as a matter of fact, who's going to be taking over hosting. And we've got Charlie 9631 with Castlevania N8% coming up here in just a few minutes.
Woo,
Let's
have
go.
a good night, everyone.
See you guys in a few hours. Thank you for the interview,
Bye.
Sarah.
Yeah, you're
Thank you,
welcome.
bro.
Have a great night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
All right.
Oh no, it's just us. Oh no. Oh, it's Corey.